A 2-year-old woman is in a lot of pain and recovering from surgery tonight after being attacked by a stranger in her own home. 6 News reporter Tanya Spencer talked with the great-grandson who found her. Tanya?
Tricia, family members tell me the attack broke the elderly woman's hip and her arm. She had surgery this evening and now faces a long and painful recovery. The attacker stole her cash, a cell phone, and a credit card. It was 2 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. 82-year-old Evelyn Jackson was bringing groceries in from her car to her East Side home, where she's lived for 4 decades. She had just 2 more bags to get when a man snuck into her house right behind her.
He pushed her down the stairs, grabbed her purse, and was gone. Left the purse and all the contents scattered by the door.
The elderly woman laid at the bottom of the stairs, badly hurt, for nearly 9 hours. She would have laid there until morning if her great-grandson hadn't stopped by.
It's about 13, 14 steps straight down. Pretty steep.
What would you say to the guy who did this?
I like to call him a coward, and I hope he gets what he deserves. Because what would he do if that was his grandmother? How would he feel if somebody pushed his grandmother down the stairs?
It makes me very angry. I mean, if he wanted the money, he should have just there's other ways to take the money. He didn't have to push her down the stairs.
Whoever did that to that lady, that was wrong.
Neighbors call the attack pathetic.
She did nothing to nobody to deserve this.
Those who know her describe Jackson as sweet, a woman who made pillows for sick children in her spare time. All want her attacker caught. They hope the stolen credit card will lead police to him.
Hopefully he tried to use it and they got a picture at the ATM or something.
Family members say Jackson has always been very independent, but now she's afraid to even go back home. The attacker is described as about 30 years old and short with a mustache. If you know who he is, call Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS. Live in the newsroom, Tanya Spencer, 6 News.
She's so independent that it's just unbelievable.
This is the image her family's always had of this fun-loving grandma, a woman who loves to travel, ride ATVs, even skydive. This is how Evelyn is today, after a confrontation with a man that brings out anger from her children and grandchildren.
If I could get a hold of him, he'd have more than broken knees.
That man doesn't have a name yet, but thanks to Evelyn, he has a face now, released in a police sketch today. The man who attacked her in her own home near 21st and Emerson 2 weeks ago. The 82-year-old widow had just gotten home from a trip to the grocery store.
All of a sudden, he shoved me, both shoulders, down my steps. That's all I knew. I don't know how long I was out.
The man robbed her of her wallet and then ran off, leaving her there unable to get help. When she came to, she was in pain and unable to move.
I prayed, but I couldn't reach nothing.
For 8 hours, she laid there until her grandson found her and called 911. Her hip and leg now broken. Her recovery's been slow and painful. Beyond enjoying her own adventurous lifestyle, Evelyn also enjoyed giving back to the community by volunteering here at Community Hospital East. Now on the receiving end of that care and compassion, she is worried about her independence.
He's taken that away from her, at least temporarily, if not for good. And we're going to make sure that we catch him and take that freedom away from him to do that to anybody else.
And now, with a better look at the attacker, that could happen sooner.
It's easier now that there is a face, because I've just been going around and looking at everyone and just thinking, are you him?
On the east side, Ray Cortopassi, Fox 59 News, first at 4.